Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Walker with another carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Clock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This is good for a first down, his 2nd grab in this NFC Championship bout. Throwing now is Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal.
Myers' kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and that was just the opening drive. They didn't get the
into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mond looks to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Mond. They're going for it. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. I tell you, you get the ball down near the goal line, you can be pretty sure that Dalvin Cook is going to get the carry, and he powers his way into the end zone.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that really runs downhill, and what I mean by that, hits a line with such speed and power that tacklers just bounce off of him. In a sense, it feels like the field is tilted, and he's running downhill at the defenders and gaining extra force.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them free. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A game there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw it is Locke. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Here's Walker. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Locke. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Play action. Now it's Locke. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Ready? Check one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go. Set. Yellow. Line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Mon now off of play action. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A tackle made by Boye Mafe.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go play action here. Mon. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham, 31 yards. And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Off the play fake, Mon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mond on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is Cook with the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And some room to roam now. 20, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Clock now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Miles Boykin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Mon. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's caught. Beckham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Mon going to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a short gain here down to the 22.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Cook running right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Here's Mon.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Boye Mafe
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case,
and it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Locke going to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Block off of play action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Now Locke again. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and here's Locke.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on second down. Locke.
He completes this to Walker.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an error.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Locke trying again after the pick 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Locke. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Locke. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Daniil Hunter able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.
So what you got? Do what you do.